You're watching Guude. You're watching Guude. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Welcome back, everybody.
I'm naked.
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 That does suck. All right.
We'll
Well, I filled
figure
the last
something
episode with all my ramblings. It's your turn.
So I will say, you really need to start watching that Beyond the Curve
Beyond the Curve.
documentary, the
Oh,
Flat
I've
Earth
already watched it.
documentary.
I watched it.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's I'm not finished with it yet, but I am fascinated. Just because, like, these flat Earth. For one, I will say, if you've seen it all, the guy who makes the flat Earth models,
those are really good.
cool looking.
Yeah.
They're really awesome looking.
They
I actually
are.
kind of want one because it was cool looking.
Yeah.
But besides that, when they started talking about they're starting to try to disprove the round Earth model and talking about the Earth should, since it turns once a day, once every 24 hours, that means every hour, if you put a gyroscope up, it should have a 15-degree drift.
Right.
So somebody in the flat Earth community bought like this super laser gyroscope to start
Right.
running these experiments.
$20,000. Yep.
$20,000, and they set it up and proved that every hour the Earth drifts 15 degrees.
Yeah.
So all they did was continue to try to debunk why it was drifting 15
Yeah.
degrees, though they had just proved that it did.
Yeah.
The exact thing that they were trying to
Yeah. They were like, if this
use
happens,
as their proof.
we're fucked, basically. And then it happened, and they were like, well, there's got to be an explanation that matches our theory. Let's keep going.
That's I'm just baffled by their concepts, and I don't get it.
Yeah, that's basically the moment where you know there's nothing you can do, because regardless of they were presented with the proof at that moment. They independently sought out the proof. They used their money to do it, thinking they were going to have this gotcha moment, and then they got the proof. They got the proof that their theory was wrong, and they said, okay, how can we modify this data to match our theory?
Yeah. And then they even have the one guy that's sitting there talking, and I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be the just explaining their backwards thinking, or if he was one of them. I couldn't tell who the guy was who was talking about how, you start at a point, you gather data, and you get to a conclusion, and that arrow in between is science. It's what science is getting from point A to the conclusion. He says, but you could also start with a conclusion and find data that supports that conclusion.
He was describing how they are going about it, basically. He's not a flat earther.
Because I was like, that is the most backwards ass thing I have ever heard. And then maybe you can explain to me the experiment that they haven't done yet. I don't know if they even do it in the show. They want to put these poles 3 miles apart and then take a really strong laser,
Right.
and measure where the laser lands on each of the poles, but they're going to line up the first pole and the last pole so that the laser hits like 8 feet from the top or whatever.
Right. And so if the
one in the middle is also 8 feet from the top, that means the Earth is flat.
Right.
I don't understand that. If I put 3 poles next to each other and shine a laser, it's going to show that they're at the same exact marking. It's not going to be until you take them an astronomical distance away.
No. The distance that they were going to do is fine. 4 miles. That's fine. That's
4
enough.
miles?
Yeah, that's enough to see a curvature of the Earth. I mean, that's why you can't see
Wouldn't the far one also have a curvature of the Earth? Wouldn't you just go shoot the laser in a straight line according to where you're standing and watch it drop on the subsequent poles? Why wouldn't you do it that way? I don't understand about the whole measuring them to be the exact same
because
concept.
So I feel like I would need a piece of paper to like just show you this. Like they show a diagram in the show. I don't know if they've done it at that point, but it makes sense because like here, let's do it in game. Do you have any blocks? Where are you at? You down here?
Where are you at? I'm at the top.
I'm at the bottom. Okay.
I don't have an Elytra.
Yeah. I'm coming. I'm trying to come.
I need to find some ender pearls. I need to go to the end and just do some scavenging.
I mean, the easiest way to go about this is to use an Elytra. But
I know, but I don't want to get so far and lose it.
yeah, that was.
I lose your Elytra, we're done.
Let me come to you, and I'm gonna show you this in Minecraft, basically. The flat Earth explanation in Minecraft.
Do you have any levels, by the way?
I have 22.
When you get up here, can you repair this random bow for me so I at least have an infinity bow?
Yeah. God, you losing all your stuff as we dig out the last of the damn farm is awful.
I literally like the farm is it's like dug out. It's done.
The timing on that. All right, you got your bow.
Oh yeah, this there. I put them both behind you. The ones I need combined, so I have a fully involved bow. I can't find the chest that I was in to get a freaking arrow from again. There's a bunch of arrows sitting in it. Where to go? Here it is.
All right,
there we go. Thank you. Infinity Power 3. That'll work.
Okay.
So anyways, show me this diagram.
Okay. So this is going to be a very crude version of the Earth. Whoops. Well, that's... So this is the Earth as it's curved, right? Oh, you're not looking.
Okay.
So this is his poles.
Right.
Actually, let's do it like this so that there's some difference between them.
How far is the drop?
What do you mean? Well, here, I'll just
Like,
let me place this everything down real fast, and then I'll explain.
For all of you on the podcast, this is very riveting to watch. Yeah, I get that this is his concept, but this makes me feel like a 3.1.
So, like, if you're
Ew.
shooting from this pole, you're gonna hit the same spot on this pole over here, at that same height, because the Earth is curved. Like you got the same curve on both sides. Because you're shooting from this side, and the center point is at the peak of the curve of the Earth. Does that make sense? So, like,
I mean, yes, but is that enough for the way the curvature of the Earth is? Their distance, is that right to make that work?
yeah, you could even do it on a smaller scale. Like
Well, no, I don't think you can. That's what I'm saying. Is if I'm sitting on, if I'm here and I do one pole every 10 feet, all going to be at the same length because there is not enough drop in the curvature of the Earth to make anything change.
It should change by millimeters, like micrometers even, to the point where by the naked eye, yeah, you're not going to see it, but it should, yeah, you still should honestly still see a change in a distance that you can. Well, that's the thing is you have to also think they have to make sure they're like doing it in a way where they're taking like elevation, all that shit has to be taken into account, like the ground itself. Like it's hard to do this test he's trying to do without a lot of equipment because the ground is not all level either. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying. Do they do this in the video?
They end up doing their thing. Yes.
And it doesn't fail miserably.
It fails in lots of ways. He doesn't have a laser that's good enough to start with. So his
It
laser
can't go
can't
3
go.
miles.
Yeah, no, it ain't going anywhere close to that. By the time he reaches 3 miles, the damn thing's putting out a spotlight, basically, just because of how far the distance is. So yeah, the laser is not powerful enough to make his distance. So he does do it on a smaller scale. At the smaller scale, he does see a drop, and he basically takes the same path as the other guy. We'll have to do more tests.
I mean, everything that they do just proves themselves wrong, and they keep going.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, honestly, the guy that the guy that didn't even start it all, but he's the guy that's the head of it all, basically.
Mark Sargent.
Yeah, Mark Sargent. You can tell this guy is in it for the attention. He loves the attention he's getting from this. That is the way he talks about it. Whenever like him and his podcast girlfriend, or not girlfriend but girlfriend, whatever the fuck they got going on. Whenever she'll like they do one of these questions in their podcast of, do you ever get noticed out in public? And she's like, no, not really. And he's like, oh, all the time. I'm getting invited places. People just love to see you and just to talk to you and get your autograph. I mean, the guy is doing this for attention. He loves the attention.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that as well. He is definitely an attention whore.
So I don't know. I don't even know if any of these guys. I mean, there's obviously some of them. I mean, there comes a point in the whole show where they even basically say, like, even if this isn't true, at this point we're a community. A lot of them have lost their families, they've lost their wives, they don't have any friends anymore outside of this community.
Because people can't believe how stupid they are.
I mean, that's basically what has happened, but they've they've put themselves on the outside so much that there's no going back at this point. So if they do prove these things wrong, they gotta put the blinders on, because they don't have anywhere to go. They've joined a cult, so to speak, and they've forsaken all their friends and everything else, to the point that, what are they going to do? Like, there's that one guy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you remember how to get to the end from where we're at?
If you just go in our base, there's a portal.
Yeah, but...
Oh, the end.
The end.
Huh. I don't remember how we got to the end.
I mean, there's a way, like, through
the nether,
this
right,
to get to the end. I just don't remember where it was at.
Wasn't there signs or something?
The rail tracks and stuff didn't exist back when we did this originally.
Yeah, I don't know.
So now it's probably a lot easier to get to it, but I just don't know what path it is.
That's a good point. I don't know the answer to that question.
It's gonna. Ooh, what's this one say? I mean, but yeah, this documentary it's so fascinating because of how these people have just proved themselves wrong over and over and over again, and don't seem to care.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of them know that their thing doesn't hold water. But they don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they can change it now. It's too late. They can't go back. There is nowhere to go but to just keep on keeping on.
Ooh, end portal. Look at this. There's a thing called end portal.
Like, there's that one guy that talks about how his kids don't talk to him anymore. His wife left him. Like, his life is over in terms of what normal life was.
There was one random woman who was like, talking about how her family doesn't talk to her or whatever anymore, and she's like, and then there was these two guys I was dating, and they wouldn't date me anymore when they found out what I did. I'm like, good for them. Good for them. I'm not bringing that many.
This actually isn't dug out all the way, Jeff.
Crap! I completely forgot to bring a pick.
You're gonna need that
with me. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to. How do I get back from here? There we go. Wait, what? Somebody's built, I think, a big Enderman?
A big Enderman?
Yeah, they built a big Enderman? A giant Enderman? No, just a Enderman killing floors or something here in the middle of the end? I actually don't quite get it. Hold on. I bet you there's some pics over at the Enderman farm. Hopefully. I've been here in so long to the end.
There was stuff right
built
before
all?
you went into the end. I remember that.
Problem is I'm already in the end. There's ridiculous amounts of ender pearls and all these things, but is somebody randomly leave fishing rods?
You're gonna need a pick.
Damn it! And I have I don't have any wood in my chest either. Is there wood here? Because I have iron. Wood, something I can make wood out of in this place. There's no random trees or anything in the Nether, is there?
No.
Or in the end.
No.
There's boats, but no wood, and you can't put anything in my ender chest. It's unfortunate. I gotta find out how to get out of here. I can't find where the portal to come back home is because people have like modified it to be.
I don't even remember what it was like when we went in there last. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's been so long.
And like I said, Breon and Rice Cube done, and Cone Dodger have done stuff in there too.
All I need is 2 sticks. There's plenty of crafting benches. I just need 2 sticks, and I can make a stupid,
oh God,
stupid pick. There's no sticks or anything over at like in some of the ships or anything, is there?
I don't think so.
Oh, here's the exit to the portal. I just have to go behind that thing. Guys, I'm coming back to you. Alright, now I gotta run all the way back over there. I'm gonna hopefully prove them wrong that there's things that we can do to get some elytras in this place.
I mean, I hope you're right.
But I'll need to find more mending books.
How did you see that the Senate voted to overturn Trump's?
Yeah, but then the House blocked it.
No.
Wait. Oh, the House had voted already. No.
I'm talking about the overturn Trump's emergency power.
Yeah, but then they what's his name blocked it in the
No, you're talking about something different.
No.
Yeah.
He blocked that vote from happening in the
No, that was the
The
Mueller
other-
report. That's the Mueller report that he overturned. He blocked.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Right, it is. It is. Right on.
Well, creeper out of nowhere just blew up the beacon. That was cool.
Did my elytra fall out of it?
I'm afraid
That
not.
would make life a lot easier here than
But yeah, no, Trump immediately tweeted that he was going to veto that. So we'll see what happens with that, I guess.
which is gonna be like crazy because so weird part of our politics. President does something as per the balance of power or checks and balances of power. The House and Senate get together and are like, no. Sorry, that was wrong. And then the president can go, oh, no. It was not wrong. Like, what's the checks and balances here?
Well, the Senate majority leader can overturn a veto, but that's fucking turtle face, so he ain't gonna do that. Mitch McConnell.
What did he vote?
Oh, I mean, I don't even have to look. He definitely voted in favor of Trump. There's no question. So there's no way he'll overturn or veto.
Just a weird flat Earth that we live in right now.
Yeah. It is, you know, what upset me the most about the documentary is all the scenes from the convention that happened right up the road from me.
Yeah, the one that we couldn't get to because it was sold out before the tickets even went on sale.
Yep. I was so disappointed watching that part of the documentary because there's hardly anyone there in that convention hall. I know I've been to this place before. I know exactly what this place looks like. You see these panel rooms and they're half empty and all this, and I'm like, man, I tried so hard to get tickets to be here. I would have been in this damn video probably at some point, at least just in the background or some shit, but I couldn't get tickets.
Nope, they were such a hot commodity. But you could have live streamed it.
Oh yeah.
Because that convention hall only holds 1,000 people, right?
Right.
Wasn't that all the tickets that they had?
Yeah, but
how do you get a convention hall?
That place holds more than 1,000 people. No.
Of course it does. It probably holds like 30,000 people.
Yeah. It holds way more than 1,000. But you're only selling tickets for 1,000. Yep.
Yeah, who would ever do a convention and be like, oh, only 1,000 people are allowed in?
I mean, look at Minecon. The first one was 5,000.
I guess it was 5,000. Why'd they do that?
Because they were scared to death. That's probably why he did 1,000. I don't. In that regard, I don't blame him. As hard as it is to set up a convention and stuff, the less people you have to deal with, the less of a nightmare you're putting yourself into, right?
Well, then why are you doing a convention?
Well, start small. You know?
Yes, that's it. Start small.
I mean, we sold 1,000 tickets to the bowling alley. I wouldn't have wanted to go any higher than that.
I mean, true, but that place also got, that was, we were pretty much capacity.
Oh yeah,
place,
sure.
Right?
But I'm saying I wouldn't have wanted to try to get a venue bigger than that and scale it up for the first time. Because I lost 10 years of my life doing that event.
How many people were at London?
We had less tickets there. I remember we sold 250 tickets to Twitch, and then I think we sold 600 on our own, or 650, something like that. So I think there was a max. I remember they had their fire code let less people in there than some of the other places we had done. I think 900 was our capacity, or I think 1,000 was our capacity, but that counted their employees and us, the people that we were like letting come in without tickets, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. I'm trying to traverse the end and go different directions, but it looks like every way has been branched too.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a hard time.
I think I might just go in one direction straight for long enough because it just infinitely keeps going, right? There's theoretically infinite.
I don't think there is.
Elytras. There's not?
I don't think there is. Because that's what I thought, and then the way it got described to me, I was wrong, but I mean, maybe I misunderstood. Because I thought the same thing. I thought that it's just like the overworld where you just keep going, it keeps generating more and more terrain, eventually you'll find more elytras or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that's how it worked as well. But I guess I really have absolutely no idea. My assumption. I definitely am looking out into an abyss and I see nothingness. If I start branching though, will I get to somethingness, or is this just like there's nothing ever this way again?
Right. And that's what I don't know.
I'm gonna do a stack of blocks and see what happens. It's kind of pointless too because we're so close to being done with that.
I mean, we're gonna do something else after this, right? Or are we just done?
Yeah, but We could do it as a group mission.
I see
That'd be
what
really interesting. I'd be curious to see, or if Chad has really that many, I could just get one from him.
Right.
Like, why does he have so many? Why did he get so many?
I think he was setting up an elytra store in the store part of the world.
there's still nothing out here so far. It's one stack of blocks. So is there an elytra store somewhere I can just go buy one from?
I think so. I think there might be.
Over in like Cube Town or Chunk Town or whatever?
Yeah. And I feel like if there is an elytra store, regardless of price, it's really free.
Yeah, I was going to say. I just need to go over to Chunk Town if this doesn't work out for me and see if I can... What was that called again? Was it Chunk Town?
Chunk City? Something like that.
Chunk City, that's it. Chunk City. I was like, Chunk Town just doesn't sound
Yeah, it
right.
doesn't really roll off the tongue very much.
Chunk City. If this really is taking me to nothingness, maybe it's like an ocean. Wow.
Nether
I
ocean.
like... It must be Nether Ocean, or End Ocean.
Oh, yeah.
What's this called? Facing south biome Minecraft. It's just called the end. Does the end? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. I could have sworn it just infinitely generated. Minecraft end generation. The end.
The end.
Void. Accessing environment. Main island. Outer islands. Against outer islands are much more interesting and diverse than the main island and are sometimes referred to as the end dimension. Player enters the gateway portal that generates after killing the dragon, instantly teleported over the 1,000-block void to the outer islands. This gateway portals are established to enter the use of the end pearls due to 1 block tall gap, blah, 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 blah. There are other ways of getting to the outer islands, such as flying 1,000 blocks with the elytra wings, rockets. However, these ways of crossing the void are extremely inefficient. These outer islands generally generate infinitely.
Okay.
Top to the forest of chorus trees that may be harvested for fruit. According to the wiki,
Okay.
infinite.
All right. Well, there you go. The more
So
you
in
know.
theory, there are infinite elytras. And if I keep going straight out this one random direction, I should, in theory, find something. I didn't think that there would be... I'm literally about to get to the point where nothing except the pathway that I've made.
That's all you can see is this one path.
Yeah. I guess I could be going straight back toward the main island and be 1,000 going toward the center. I should check my directions and look, but... Oh, yeah, I have not. Yeah, I literally can only see my path anymore. There's nothing in front of me.
And maybe that's why they thought it ended, because they went through similar situations.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. I'm going the 1,000. I should have paid attention to that. I'm literally...
Oh, you're going back.
I'm going straight back toward the main island.
Ah, well, there you have it. Going the wrong way?
Yeah, going the wrong direction.
We're stupid.
Yes, definitely we.
I mean, I didn't think of it either. I guess what I was thinking is that I should have thought of the same. Should have realized, like, hey, you're going... Because we just had this conversation about how the 1,000 works and all that, and then...
So, yep, let's not go that way. I want to just do the 1,000 block straight bridge, so we don't have to use those portals anymore.
That'll show
Just
'em.
run 1,000 blocks on this thing.
All right, is there enough iron in here to...
I'm surprised, though, Priyan and Ryuski. So does Ryuski still not have...
I don't know if they have elytras or not, honestly.
I mean, Brian does, because he's flown in and out.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Ryuski probably does too in that regard. Now that you say that,
I might make you go up to Chunk City at some point while I'm out here to tell me. So is there elytras just like for the pickings over there?
I almost would guarantee that there is. I'd put money on it. There's also mending bows, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If they're not over
Oh,
there,
the ones that
Packrat's
don't
got a
exist
bunch.
anymore?
Yeah. If they're not over there, Packrat's got a bunch of them. For sure.
Well, because are they mending infinity bows?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because that was the thing is those used to be able to be done together, and they stopped it from being able to be together. Like, you can still get a mending bow, but you can't do an infinity mending bow.
Right. Yeah. No, it's the good shit, basically.
The good shit lollipop. Straight this way.
You didn't quite finish digging.
What do you mean?
Every row needs to go down one more block, basically, to place the dirt.
Watch out for lava.
Dude, if I fall in lava and lose my elytra too, that'd be funny. And sad. Mostly sad.
Can't believe there's like one random spot that I fell into and couldn't get out of.
Did you get rid of the lava?
Not all of it, because when you dug it out, it was one spot that opened up into like this lake. And that's the thing is I couldn't jump out of it fast enough because I sunk under and like was underneath the cobble, but it was just one hole like on the surface that I went into that I saw. It's like it's not like I didn't know it was there. It's just I couldn't avoid it. It was unavoidable.
I think when we recorded last, I was in the middle of that Biggie Tupac docudrama, and I finished that, and it was so good. I'd recommend that on Netflix. I don't know if you. I think I would have enjoyed it. Honestly, what made me sad is that I knew it had to end because I knew that Biggie and Tupac died. Like I was enjoying it to the point where I was like, I want season 2. Like bring Biggie and Tupac back.
So I've never been into like into them as like rappers and things like that. Never into that type of music, so I never cared about the whole conspiracy surrounding their stuff. Right.
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't find it as interesting. Did you ever watch The Wire? I know I asked you. I think I'm pretty sure I asked you this last time.
No, The Wire is one of the things. Oh, I was going to talk about this last time when you talked about this. Actually, is I never watched The Wire. I do want to at some point watch The Wire. I've never actually seen Breaking Bad either.
Oh,
that's another one that's on my. Yeah, that's another one that's on my list to watch at some point. But I feel it's so. Everybody knows Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Like you know the premise, you know the bad guys, kind of such old pop culture at this point.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you've already spoiled it for yourself then?
Yeah, and I will be honest, I haven't even spoiled a lot of the stuff. I think I've spoiled the very, very end. I think I think it's spoiled just in the fact that it's been used as memes in so many shows at this point that it won't be as surprising when things happen.
Yeah, probably.
Even if I don't remember them or know exactly what they are, I'm going to be like, oh, I kind of had a feeling that was coming. It's good because I've seen something that showed me that. It's going to feel less.
Right. I feel like, personally, I feel like The Wire is a better show anyways. And it's one that you're not going to have that experience with. So, I don't know. Watch The Wire instead.
Okay, sounds good.
The thing with The Wire is you just got to be patient with the first season. I always hate saying this because it makes it seem like it's not a great show, but it really is a great show. You just got to have some patience in that first season.
I think that's why it's funny with some people. You're like, give the show a chance. The first couple episodes are a little slow, but it gets good. And you're just like, the whole first season, not very good. Just,
well, and honestly, I don't even think it's the whole first season. It's probably like the first 3 episodes, but it's enough to where you're just like, why am I watching this show? But it is really good. It's the later seasons.
It'd be like saying, Arrested Development's a great show, but the original wasn't so good. The reboot's really good, but you need the backstory. So watch the entire seasons of the original before the reboot happens.
God, that's like basically talking about you basically just described Kingdom Hearts, the game. I don't know if you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, but that's basically
No.
what it is. Like, everybody kept trying to get me to play this game, and then they're all like the whole time, like video game 1, Kingdom Hearts 1. This is like something you're going to spend 24 to 28 hours on, basically, and the whole time you're having a horrible time. They're like, but really, 2 is really good. Okay, you just got to get through this because you need the story. It's like, but I'm having an awful time. But 2 is going to be good. You're going to like 2. It was, yeah.
Did you like 2?
I couldn't. I started playing 2.
You couldn't even get there.
No, I got all the way through 1. I played all of 1. I subjected myself to it, and I started 2. And then at that time, 3 came out, and everyone started like talking about how 3 wasn't great and all this. And I was just like, you know what? I didn't have a good time. I'm not gonna even force myself to try to have a good time in 2. I'm done. And so I didn't play 2. I started 2 and stopped, basically. The thing, you know what the thing is for me, Kingdom Hearts, what I always saw was a Disney game. And what I realized is it's not a Disney game. It's a Square Enix game, and they threw some Disney characters in, and it's made by people who don't really know much about the Disney characters, it feels. Apparently, that's what everyone hates about 3, is Disney, like, exerted control because of the fact that Disney didn't get a good representation in the other games. And so in 3, Disney, it's like full-on Disney experience, and everyone hates it because the people who love Kingdom Hearts don't care about Disney. They
Don't care about...
Yeah.
Right.
So what I wanted out of the game is not what the game even is. And so it just wasn't the game for me, basically.
Yeah, I've never even played or heard of.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a Final Fantasy type game, but with a bunch of Disney characters intermingled in, basically. But anyways, we're out of time.
And I have not found a ship yet either.
That's too bad.
I feel like I'm in a terrain that nobody else has been in, though. But at the same time, once you get a single elytra, you don't have to build bridges anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this could all just be the fact that people were...
Yeah. I think what Chad
flying.
did was he just flew around and got them all. Just flew right in there. Here's Chad to get the next one.
Right.
So yeah. But anyways,
Well, all right, guys.
see you next time.
See ya.